Anyway, coordinated periodic conference calls with industry representatives and state agency officials to identify unmet needs and coordinate efforts, and secured statements from state and federal health officials on the safety of Texas seafood. They've also initiated a national and statewide public relations effort in creating informational material for grocery stores, restaurants to display that help set the record straight about Texas shrimp and seafood. Working with grocers to host Texas wild and seafood products demonstrations. Connecting restaurants with Texas shrimp and seafood suppliers. Sending communication about our efforts to the Texas Restaurant Association, the Texas Shrimp Association, Go Texan members, and legislators so that they can assist in delivering the message to the public, and writing letters to British Petroleum to notify them of the unique effects of the disaster on Texas commercial fishing companies and requesting information on their claim processes for their unique effects. They say, quote, "The disaster in the Gulf of Mexico is catastrophic for many Americans." Texas Agriculture Commissioner Todd Staples said that the American consumer can be assured when they go Texan, they will continue to enjoy the quality and safety in Texas seafood they have come to love. And so we really want to appreciate the Texas Department of Agriculture for being with us, at least in spirit, in this event today. At this point, I'd like to invite J.T. Ewing, who is with the Texas Land Office, who has been very much engaged in this whole spill situation and monitoring the Texas Gulf Coast. And so, JT, if you could come forward and share some words with us from the geology.
Well, I don't have anything prepared, but I will say that we are watching this spill from afar right now, and also I want to let you know that I've been over to BP's headquarters in Robert, Louisiana, at least 3 times, and 1 time to Houma, Louisiana, to the Forward Command Post. Myself and my boss, Greg Pollock, who's the Deputy Commissioner. We're watching this very closely along with the U.S. Coast Guard. We're doing aerial patrols, at least weekly, and beach patrols quite significantly along our beaches. And this is not just in this area, this is all along Texas beaches. We've met with Doug Suttles, we've met with Admiral Landry, and we gave them a list of things that we would be looking for in the event that we have impacts on Texas shorelines. We are still a long ways away from this oil spill. It's not to say that it will not make it here, but at that time we don't know the characteristics of the oil once it gets here. We'll be watching that also, because that'll tell us how we need to fight this oil spill. We're thinking it may be in the form of tar balls at that time, but we're not sure yet. This is a different oil. It's a very light oil. So it may come ashore in different forms. And with different forms of oil, you have to fight it in different ways, and that's what we're looking at along with the Coast Guard. We've pulled out our area contingency plans that we've been working on. We've looked at where we would do booming strategies and how we would protect the beaches along our Texas coast. Thank you very much.
And certainly it's good to hear that from the GLO's perspective that there is no impact of the oil right now along the Texas coast at all, or approximately, what, 100 miles or 150 miles out there? 160 miles is the closest that comes to Texas. At this point, I'd like to introduce a close friend of mine who, when I called in his office, he sighs heavily, wondering what's Father Sinclair going to be up to this time. And that's Captain J.J. Plunkett, our captain of the port for the Port of Port Arthur, Beaumont, and Lake Charles, and the head of the Marine Safety Unit here in Port Arthur. Captain Plunkett.
Good morning, everyone. I don't have much more to say. That I think JT covered most of it. Maybe just to echo that we are prepared if there is a spill. It's a preparedness I hope not to have to exercise. I'm hoping the oil doesn't come this way. I think we have a great team pulled together within our area planning committee. The GLO is represented in there, the Coast Guard, Fish and Wildlife, Texas Parks and Wildlife. So I think we have a great plan to respond to the oil if it does come our way. But like JT said, I think it's the closest it's gotten to Texas has been about 150 miles. So that's good news to us. And then I guess also I'd just like to say real quick that somebody who likes to be near the water, who does a little bit of fishing off and on, certainly our brethren over in Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, and Louisiana, certainly our thoughts go out to all them that have been impacted directly by this bill, and then even now here in Texas on some of the indirect impact we're starting to feel, and I think that's something that just have to address today. So, thank you, Bob.
Thanks, Scott. Terry Looney is with the Texas Sea Grant Extension, and she is part of the Jefferson County Agri-Extension Program with Sea Grant, and we work together on many issues that deal with the waterfront, but especially the fishing community. At this point, I'd like to introduce Terry Looney to you from Sea Grant.
Good morning. As Texas Sea Grant Extension person, first of all, I'd like to give you just a little history. Most of you are probably not familiar with the Texas Sea Grant Program. Our mission essentially is coastal science serving Texas. Much like the land-grant universities, we were created in and housed in those states that have a coast. And our mission is to take the research to the public. And we have been working with the shrimp industry, our main client, if you will, for about 30 years. And we have helped, through our various specialists, to develop more efficient shrimp boats, better fuel efficiency, nets, the turtle excluder device to help prevent and save the sea turtles, bycatch reduction devices to help make less bycatch in the shrimp industry. We have worked with the shrimpers so that they can harvest their shrimp and bring a better quality shrimp to market. We've developed and worked with our retail market so that the consumers get a better product. So all through this, we've worked with our producers, and now it's time to come to the consumers so that we can say that all of the industry is working together. We, as Sea Grant, we don't enforce, we don't regulate, we don't take money from the industry. So as a neutral person, I can come and tell you that the enforcement people and the regulatory people are working hard to make sure that the seafood areas that are harvested are very safe. Testing is being done to ensure that anything that is harvested is safe for the consumer. So we will continue as long as that is, information is available to reassure people that they are getting a quality seafood product. It does not serve anyone for a single piece of tainted seafood to make it to market. So all of the industry, all of the enforcement regulatory people have a very strong vested interest in protecting the consumer and making sure that they have the best quality seafood available. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Terry, so much. And we can talk about the experts and we can talk about those who minister to seafarers, but what it really comes down to is the men and women who take this product and they prepare it and they present it to us. And with us today is Chef Casey Gates from the Christus St. Mary's Hospital, who is also head of the Golden Triangle Chefs Association. If there's anybody who knows anything about shrimp and seafood, it's Casey. Casey.